Welcome to Crafting Unedited. I am Sierra, and today we are going to learn how to put vinyl on a Christmas ornament. Christmas ornaments are really wonky shapes and sizes. You know, they're not all ones. Well, I guess depending on what kind of ornaments you're going for, they are all one size. But they come in very different sizes and shapes and types of surfaces. So I'm going to show you a couple of options that I've done in the past and how I was able to apply the vinyl to them. So first things first, you're going to need a couple of supplies. You're going to need your Christmas ornament blank. They can be anything from a plastic blank like this. This is one that I've done in the past. It can be a tile blank that I had right here that I don't know where they went. Oh, like this. It can be just a ceramic tile that you can glitter the edges on, whatever you want to do with it. It's yours, so of course do what you want, right? Right. Or it can be any other ornament. For today's video, I'm going to show you how to put it on a plastic ornament like this. I did the ceramic tile on a different video, so if you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel so that you can go back and take a look at that video without having to search and search and search. So, yeah. Video for the tile is a totally separate video. It's called Applying Vinyl onto Ceramic Tile. It's pretty easy to do. It's a pretty flat surface, but it does have that like super clear shiny coating on it, so you want to make sure that you get it on there really well. This, however, is not your typical ornament. I used these for Santa cams until they got copyrighted, and then I don't make them anymore. So now I'm going to make Christmas ornaments out of them. For today, I'm just going to make a normal ornament. Going forward, I'm going to make snow globes like this one with them. Just a little fake snow in there. Fun times. All right, so you're going to need an ornament. You're going to need a vinyl decal. I have two here that I've done that I'm going to use. I kind of just went through my scrap box and found all the little pieces that I could find. This is a great use for your scraps. Save them, use them, because they're all about this size and this size. So it was like perfect. So I've got two little decals that I'm going to use on that one ornament there. Fun holographic and just Christmas 2020, which I hope is better than Halloween and everything else has been so far. Anyways, moving on. You'll also need some alcohol, some rubbing alcohol or alcohol prep pads. That's what I use. They're just good old-fashioned alcohol prep pads that you get in the first aid section of any drug mart or drugstore or grocery store or anywhere, really. So what you're going to use these for is step one. And step one is to take your alcohol prep pad and just rub the whole surface, removing any oil, residue, fuzzies, anything that might have made its way onto your ornament that could ruin it. And we're just going to wipe it all off there. And then we're just going to let it set to dry while we get the rest of the stuff prepped. Next thing you're going to need is some transfer tape. Let that dry there. And then you're going to need transfer tape, which I have some here. I reuse most of my transfer tapes at least twice, so I've got a pile of it just hanging out over there. I'm just going to take this sheet here, and we're going to put these two bad boys onto here. Burnish it up some with the scraper tool. Get it on there nice and good. Alright, take it off of there. flip it over. cut them up, get all the extra off. This just makes it a little easier for applying. I don't like to have all the extra on there because it throws me off. You don't have to do that. You can do it however you want, but for me it just makes life a little bit easier to not have the extra. Get off. There we go. This is all trash. All right, and now we are going to, I'm kind of OCD. I like to have a cleaner workstation. I forgot it's holographic vinyl, so it's not going to want to transfer onto my contact paper very easily. That's all right. We'll get it. There we go. Just gotta show it some extra love. Get it on there. My star doesn't want to go on. There we go. Beautiful. So there's the tree. Just gonna set that over there. And then we're gonna get Christmas off of here. You might be thinking that applying a decal to an ornament is just like applying it to any other blank. It's not, because ornaments are round, they are not flat, and they are a shiny plastic. So it can be quite the headache. So I chose these two images for a reason. Get off of me. So when you apply something like Let It Snow, I don't know if you could see it because of my light, but Let It Snow. What I did with this one, because you can see this is not a straight flat surface whatsoever. So what made it easier is, one, I used glitter vinyl, because a glitter vinyl, it's a bit stretchier and has a little more wiggle room when it comes to wrinkles and stuff. But I can't use my normal method on these because I typically use, if I have a bubble or a wrinkle, I'll use a heat gun on it. And you can't really use a heat gun on these because it'll melt it. So what I did with this one, I did have a few wrinkles in the beginning, but because one, it's glitter, and two, I did it in separate pieces. You can kind of see here where the eye is not even with the T. You're able to kind of not apply it all as one. So if you make a little whoopsie and it's not straight, or you've got a wrinkle, you can easily peel up one part and move it around just a little bit. Glitter with these is much easier to use because you do have that kind of stretching flexibility there, where if you have regular vinyl, there ain't no stretching on that. Glitter vinyl is a bit more of a pain in the butt to work with, to weed and whatnot, but it's worth it. It's pretty. So with the more wonky shapes like this guy, you can see kind of right here where I still have a little bit of a wrinkle. You just kind of smooth it down because the glitter is going to stretch and flatten out. See, just like that. Voila. Super easy peasy. So for this one, I chose the decals that I chose because I want to show you how to maneuver them. Specifically the tree. So the tree is solid. This can be a bit wonky for, especially if it was bigger. I should have made it bigger to show you. But because this is a rounded surface, there might be some wrinkles because it's solid, where the words are not solid. So I want to put this on here. I'm going to put it on here and then show you. First, you're going to start either from the top or the bottom, like this. Sorry, trying to show you like this. or you're going to fold in half. It depends on how big your image is. So for me, I'm going to go this way and start from the middle and work my way up. So this is kind of awkward, but this way you have a good idea of your top and your bottom and the center. And then it also helps if you get it straight. So basically you're going to take your vinyl decal and almost fold it, but not fold it to where it's center. See, I've got the top and the bottom almost matching. And then that way, this is super difficult because my contact paper is really sticky. You have the center. And then you could take the center and you could put it on your ornament here. And then you're just going to let it sit just like that. Once you're done, you're going to take your finger, you're going to go up and down like that. And then you're going to go left to right or right to left. And by doing that, what you're doing is you're evenly flattening it out, like evenly distributing it. So that way it's less chances in it wrinkling. And then you're just going to smooth it all down there. Give it some love, the friction. And fun fact, I did not realize that this vinyl was two-sided, so you can see the Christmas tree through the... That's super fun and good to know. So, because I did it the way that I did, top to bottom, left to right, I don't have any wrinkles. No wrinklies. Nice flat decal there. Super pretty decal too, if I must say so myself. All right, Christmas 2020. This is where it gets a little wonky because it is a longer word, so it goes a long ways. And I didn't curve it, but it's kind of already got a little weird shape to it. So what I recommend if you're using words is to curve your text and design space just a little bit, not a whole lot, just a little bit. If it's too late and you haven't curved it and you've already created your decal, what you can do is take some scissors and cut, don't cut the vinyl, cut the transfer tape right between each letter, just a little bit, enough to kind of give you a little bit of a bendiness. So just enough, like right in between your letters, give it enough to kind of, so that way you can move it around if needed. This is going to be pretty easy because it is one word. It's already kind of straight. And I'm just going to, same thing, edges, because it's a longer word. We're going to go this way. Gonna make sure that it's even top and bottom. There. All this does, it's very important though, is give you a straight line so that you don't need the grid. So you literally just find the center here. And same thing, try to get it off your fingers first and then you just smooth it on there. If you had to cut the edges to get it so that it didn't bubble or wrinkle, you're just gonna kind of shift the letters however you want or however is easiest so that you're not getting any wrinkles in your letters. And that's really it. And if you notice you're getting a little wrinkle, just take some tweezers and just gently pull up and then flatten back out and it'll all work out in the end. If you need to, if you got a bunch of wrinkles, leave it alone, walk away, come back. Trust me, sometimes it's the best thing. Know when you've been defeated and walk away. And then come back and tackle that monster. Never give up. Just give it a minute. I don't want you to be like, hey, this girl on YouTube said for me to give up, so I'm giving up. No, I'm not telling you to give up. I'm telling you to walk away for a moment and come back. All right, so there we go. Wrinkle-free. This light makes it really hard to see. Oh, wait, that made it worse. Ah, sorry, just kidding. Let's see. And then try to... Can you see it now? No, you can't. Hold on. Uno momento, por favor. Let's see what... A little white piece of paper in there. There we go. Don't know if that helps any, but there you go. Christmas 2020, no wrinkles, no bubbles, very smooth because I started here and I worked my way out. The lettering, I mean, this is a pretty solid surface. Some of these ornaments are like the balls, like these, where I had to do what I told you and I had to cut through the transfer tape to get it to smoothen out or to curve on its own. And then there is the Christmas tree, my friends. Isn't it so pretty? It's so pretty. So I got these, in case you're wondering, these were from, I think, the Dollar Tree, actually, last year. I don't know if they're coming, if they have them this year or not, but I got these ones from the Dollar Tree. Alrighty, folks. Here we go. Ornament. It's a fun little ornament, and you could put a little tea light in there. I love how this one turned out because you can see the tree through the Christmas 2020. It's so fun. All right. So that, my friends, is how you apply vinyl to a Christmas ornament. Super easy if you take your time and have a little patience. It's easy to do. And you have the right tools and materials. Vinyl, you can use removable vinyl or permanent vinyl. I used permanent. I think the brown one might be removable. Either way, you can use either one. It doesn't really matter. If you want to decorate your tree in a specific theme each year, you could use removable vinyl and then just remove the decal and put a new one on there. I am not that into it. I love the trees the way that I have them, and I don't want to redo them every year. It's one of those things that I love the tree. I love to look at it, but I don't want to have any part in decorating it or tearing it down. It's a lot of work. Anyways, so that's how you that's how you put vinyl on an ornament. Removable or permanent, doesn't really matter. Just don't try to use HTV. It's plastic. It'll melt. Bad idea. No, I didn't try it. Don't worry. But if you want to see the one on the ceramic tiles, just hop on over to that video, take a look, and make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell, hit the like button. Tell me how I'm doing. Tell me how you're doing. I want to know. 2020 has been quite the ish show. So I want to know how 2020 has treated you. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it somewhere in between? Are you just riding the roller coaster of life? Tell me about it. Drop a comment. Hit the like button. Subscribe. We'll see you later.